From the Huntington Bank Studio, this is Colts 360.
Another one. Roll kill. Another one.
Philly, big dogs.
So we came here and we did what we were supposed to do.
There's going to be a lot of that this year, a lot of W's.
Welcome to an all-new season of Colts 360. I'm your host, Lara Overton. The Colts prepare to head into the regular season after capturing back-to-back wins in the preseason. The most recent, that celebratory victory, Cam, that you saw in Philadelphia after a win over the Eagles. And in addition to that preseason finale and a joint practice against the Eagles, the Colts also took some time to enjoy some of Philly's finest. The Cheesesteaks, of course. We tagged along as Philadelphia native Zaire Franklin took his teammates along to enjoy the food that put Philly on the map.
Out here in North Philly. So we right off Henry Avenue, out Del Sandro's. I had to get the cheesesteak as soon as we touched down. That was mandatory, got the squad out here. I had to coach everybody through their cheesesteaks.
All right, so salt, pepper, ketchup, that's where you start at. Salt, pepper, ketchup. Well, salt, pepper. If you don't want ketchup, you don't want ketchup.
Don't go up there and order a Philly cheesesteak. A Philly cheesesteak does not exist. Just order a cheesesteak. You're in Philly, you don't need a Philly cheesesteak, just get a cheesesteak. Let me get a Philly cheesesteak. But no, it was good, man. Bring back crazy memories, man. Had some wars down here, but it's good to be home. One through five.
Onions, peppers, cheesesteak. Whoa.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir. I got you. But look. But see, you only beat the art, though.
Come on, man.
I can't wait, specifically Grove, because Grove been talking the most trash. We get that Grove stamp of approval, and Philly really is on the map. That's what I'm looking for right here. It was good.
Joining me now for the first Colts 360 of the new season is center Ryan Kelly. Ryan, you are officially the longest tenured Colt, but I feel like for the majority of your tenure here in Indianapolis, you've kind of felt like the elder statesman in the locker room. What is it like now having your quarterback who turned 21 the same week that you turned 30?
Yeah, it's different. I find myself every now and then talking about things that happened, when I was younger in my career, or guys I played with, and now it's kind of getting to the point where these guys have no idea what I'm talking about or who I'm talking about. So, but I think I heard Vinatieri say this one time was the great thing about the NFL is even as you get older, the young guys always keep you hungry for bettering for yourself, bettering for the team, and it kind of keeps you a little bit more up to date with pop culture. So I say 30 sounds very young to a lot of people, but in football terms, it does sound a little bit older. But it's awesome. I've seen the organization change so many different faces, and it's been awesome to just be a part of it for so long. What
is something that when you came in as a rookie, you were drafted by this team that you never could have envisioned in year 8, it'll feel this way or seem this way, or something that maybe surprises you about the perspective you have now in this season?
Well, I think it's the number one thing that pops off my mind is the different quarterbacks I've had.
Yeah.
I never envisioned that happening, but the one thing about the NFL is it's always uncertain. And to be, I guess the second thing would be to be in the same place for 8 years. I've been very honored, very blessed to continue to keep being here. And it's obviously gets harder as you get older, but this place means so much to me, the people in this building, the people that have been here my whole career. I see them every now and then, and it's just awesome to see the franchise grow in different facets and through the ups and downs, just continuing to help our family and just the amount of time that this organization gives back on the field, off the field. Obviously, it's just amazing.
What about the offensive scheme? What excites you most about what you see as the identity for what the Colts offense will be in 2023?
Yeah, I think it's obviously going to be a lot different. Anthony brings such a vast, just positive to the offense, right? Just so many different facets he can do now. We've got great receivers on the outside. I think the offensive line up front, we just feel that resurgence of playing together, having fun doing it. Then obviously you've seen a little bit in the preseason of what Anthony can do with his legs and with his arm too. I think that sometimes gets overshadowed by his ability to run the ball. Is he'll sit back there in the pocket and just let it launch, and you're just like, oh my God, that guy can sling the ball, And so I I think it's just going to be fun. Like up tempo, obviously, getting the defense tired is a big thing for us. That's obviously means us being in shape too. But all those things kind of combined, I think it's going to be a fun year.
That quarterback center dynamic is critical for an offense. What is the biggest adjustment for you now having such a dynamic, athletic quarterback?
Yeah, I think it's just, seeing how he sees the offense. I've never had a rookie quarterback before, so of all the people I've had, never had a rookie, which that was the one thing that's different. But at the same time, I think he's done such a good job from the time he got here in late April, early May to where he is now. And just yesterday, checking to something that, maybe he would have missed back in May, and seeing it now and putting our offense in a great position, to go out there and score. I think it's also fun to see him mature as well. I think because he's obviously so passionate about the game, passionate about his teammates, that he can go out there and really study every single thing he does and learn from his mistakes. I think that as a young quarterback, as a young player in general in the NFL, that's the hardest thing to do. So just a lot of exciting times coming up.
Another new face to the offense, your offensive line coach, Tony Sperano Jr. What impact has he had upon you? I mean, you're a veteran. There's not a whole lot of things you haven't seen. How has he really been able to maybe adapt what you're able to do and tap into maybe even more than what you've been able to do in the past?
Yeah, I think the NFL is a people business. Like at the end of the day, you're going to meet some of the best people you ever meet in your life, some people you would have never met ever in your life, right? And I think Tony understands that the offensive line room in general is such a tight-knit community. Like it has to be that room where guys go in there and they feel confident, they feel comfortable. It's got to be like a true band of brothers mentality, and Tony understands that. I think coming up, and his dad was obviously a long-time coach. His early time coaching, I think he saw a lot of that in the tight ends room and offensive line rooms and what makes those so good. So back in April, before we even got into scheme or how we were going to get into blocks, it was about just coming back together, right? We had a tough year last year, a lot of external factors, a lot of internal factors, and how can we come back, basically start this whole thing over from scratch, right? And I think you saw a lot of guys who really cared about each other and needed to go about it the right way. So I think, building us back together kind of from the ashes, I think it was an incredible job, and he does it every day, and he pushes us. And Chris Watt, assistant line coach, obviously played a couple years in the league, so those guys have a great understanding of what it takes to play offensive line, and they're never going to sugarcoat it. It's not an easy job. It's not always the most thankful job, but they love us to death, and we love them too.
Also during training camp, Colts Productions had an opportunity to follow the Colts through training camp in the preseason on a series called Behind the Colts. Ryan, you headlined part 1. Let's take a look at a clip.
If you ever listen to American Pie, it's possibly the longest song outside of like Stairway to Heaven. And so it's so hard to remember the lyrics to that song. So we spent the entire training camp trying to remember like every verse to American Pie.
So reflecting back to your rookie season, why was it American Pie? How did that become kind of the anthem that you guys were reciting day in and day out?
Well, it was that, and it was Toto Africa. And I don't know, like we were at Anderson, and I can just remember coming back to we all stayed in the dorms, and then like you walk in, it's just this old dorm, like communal living area, and I think it was like a challenge brought on by like Joe Wright or somebody, and it was like, can we memorize every word to American Pie, because it's like a 9-minute song, and so like the entire training camp goes by, and we're just like we get like almost to the very end, and like somebody will mess it up or whatever. But I just found this video before training camp of all of us doing it, and that's what it's really all about. Is like training camp is always tough. It's never easy, but it's like the insane hypotheticals you guys talk about at the dinner table, or just life in general. I think that's really what the best part about football is.
Ryan, appreciate you so much. So excited for you. Your 8th season as a Colt. Good luck this season.
Thanks, guys.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. We good. We good. We good. We good. We all right.
Still ahead on Colts 360, we take you into the trenches. A behind-the-scenes look at joint practices with the Bears and the lone preseason home game of August with this season's finale of Behind the Colts. That's next.
Forte Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is proud to be the team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts. At Forte, fellowship-trained physicians and staff provide comprehensive, specialized sports medicine and orthopedic care to active patients of all ages. To learn more, visit forteortho.com. It's time for the Forum Credit Union question of the week. Which Indianapolis Colt has the most career interceptions? Eugene Daniel with 35 career interceptions. Visit the Forum Credit Union Fan Forum section of Colts.com to interact with other fans online. Forum Credit Union, helping members live their financial dreams.
Welcome back to Colts 360. Throughout training camp and the preseason, Colts Productions gave fans a behind-the-scenes look at the beginning of the Shane Steichen era as the team prepared for the 2023 regular season with the series Behind the Colts. Behind the Colts is a 3-part series available on all the Colts platforms, and we bring you now the conclusion of this year's series, which followed the team through joint practices with the Bears and then onto the sidelines and into the locker room for that preseason game against Chicago.
I love joint practices. It's an opportunity, especially for the players, to go against somebody else.
I'm excited to see the structure of it. I've seen like videos of it and stuff, on like it's on Instagram, the clips of what happened, during the joint practices.
We can stay in all day. Yeah. Stay all day. They don't do it.
It breaks up camp.
Win a rep. Win a rep.
And just get those competitive juices flowing.
Why not? I'm kind of excited to see like a different defense when it comes to practice. Instead of going against our defense all the time.
It's good offense and defense to see a little different scheme. I'm a huge fan of joint practices, and I'm looking forward to practicing against the Bears.
The main goal and objective for us is to get better.
Coach in the building, you know what I'm saying? Gonna go out here and put in some work. Great day for football.
We got Chicago coming in.
Let's get better. That's all I'm worried about, is getting better and competing.
Getting out there, competitive, physical, fun. It's football.
Go. Let's go. Go, Dallas. Go, boy.
Chicago Bears, Indianapolis Colts up here at Graham Park in Westfield. We are joined with one of the leaders of this Colts defense, Zaire Franklin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's not a preseason game, but it's a joint practice, and things get a little bit chippier out there.
It's joint practice. Guys have been running into the same person for 3 weeks, so it's nice to run into somebody new for a change. And, you get, 2 teams coming in, everybody got something to prove, guys trying to make a team. Hey, look, we all men.
Set the pace today. Come on. Set the pace today. Come on. We got to set that tone and pass rush, baby. It's on us. Hey, folks, come on. Let's dominate. One-on-one with the running back at home. Let's set the tone for the whole party today, baby. We'll do it, sir. Let's go. Hey, LB's on 3. 1, 2, 3. LB! Let's go, boys. Come on. Keep your hands off me. Keep your hands off me. We good. We good. We good. We good. We all right. We are Speed. We all right. We all right. We all right. That's cool. Come on, we gonna turn it up. Come on, we gonna turn it up. We gonna turn it up, though.
How'd it go down there? Soft.
Good money.
There you go.
Why not?
Finish with the ball above everything. No matter what, I finish with the ball.
That's on me. I gotta be better. I gotta be better. Why not?
Keep spinning, 5. Keep spinning, 5.
We gotta turn this up, dog. Come on, man. Oh, it's a party! 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 Freak! Freak, it's a party!
Hey, look, man, mic'd up. Look, my language wasn't perfect today. God forgive me. Look, I asked for blessings before practice. So hopefully God gonna forgive me. Hey, man, mic'd up, let's go. Turned up.
We got a good camp here. It ain't over yet, though. It ain't over. We keep pushing, keep pushing. Got a game to play. That's truly your Bible. All 32 teams see that. Let's make sure we don't put no bad film out there.
What was your overall assessment of joint practices, and then how beneficial was it for your team?
Sure, it's just, to get another opponent in here and go against another opponent and see some different looks, obviously for the defense and obviously for our offense, and then special teams as well. I think the competitive juices come out and flow pretty good when it's out here, late in day 2, it gets a little chippy and chippy on every play, and it's like, let's play some football. But it was good. I like the work that we got done, things to clean up, like always, but it was good work.
With that in mind, how healthy is that? I mean, kind of seeing the team bond and come together and go to bat for one another.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, when it gets chippy out there, you want to see your teammates rally around each other. So there's a few of them out there, and, nothing broke out into a brawl, which was good. And, but it was good to see.
Saturday night, the second preseason game. What makes Saturday a success from your standpoint? What do you want to see on the game field progression-wise from game 1 to game 2?
Like, looking at game 1, let's not make the same mistake twice. Let's learn from those mistakes in game 1 and get them corrected and be better for it going into game 2.
So see you later.
Enter now for your kid's chance to be Junior Blue at the next Colts home game. Visit Colts.com/Meyer Junior Blue to enter today. This season, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is teaming up with the Colts to shine a light on outstanding small businesses. Indy's our hometown, and boosting local business is just one way we want to thank this great city. Go to Colts.com/Anthem Spotlight to nominate your favorite small business today. Anthem and the Colts, helping Hoosier small businesses score.
I got a couple of notes just off the top of my head. We're going to watch practice. I got a lot of things we're going to cover. When that quarterback hits his back foot, we should be ready, almost damn near set up ourselves, and whatever direction he's looking, we're leaning that way. Who's this right here? Okay, now you, Juju. Key thing for you now, Juju, is pure step. You've got to see how your feet get on top of each other. You see what I'm talking about? You got to be able to kick step. And again, key thing is stay on top. We stay on what? We stay on, one more time. I didn't hear, I don't think everybody heard what we do. We stay on top. I thought we did a very, very good job for an opportunity that doesn't come up very often. Doing a good job, man.
First home game for the Colts of any kind since early January. The regular season is almost here, and tonight is the only home preseason game in the month of August for the Indianapolis Colts.
We back at home, about to put on the show, man.
Last time I was in the stadium was the Combine, so I'm glad to get out here and play in front of the fans, and I ain't got to run no 40-yard dash.
Ever since I was at Northwestern, I didn't visualize myself in this stadium. I didn't know that God would put me here with the Colts, though. But look where we are.
We in the city! Yo!
Oh, this is amazing.
We in the Lucas, baby.
Everything you got, 4 quarters. Everything we got, let's go, bring it in. Hey, win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
Minshew, great protection, stands in, dancing, floating. Now he's going to run to the right side, throws on the run to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. That's Jawan Winfrey, and the Colts are on the board.
That was good.
Woo! You're telling me, bro. You're telling me I saw it. 100%. Every time.
Sam Ellinger. Ellinger taking a shot down the far sideline underneath the football for the Colts. And that's another new name. It's James Washington. Washington with an over-the-shoulder basket catch. Ellinger backs to throw again, trotting in the backfield. Now he's going to take off and run. He's at the 5. Got it! And he left. Touchdown! Sam Ellinger.
Yes, Sammy. Don't leave me. Yeah.
Great catch on that one.
I looked up. I ain't see it. I looked up again. I was like, oh, that's pretty. That's money.
Hey, Sammy. What?
Let's get it, bro. You got it.
They give it to Jake Funk, and he cruises into the end zone from 4 yards away. Touchdown, Colts. And the ball game is over, and the Colts hold on to the fourth quarter. They win it in the preseason, 24-17.
Yeah!
Hey, great team win. Great freaking team win. Shoot, we battled, right? There was some good, there was some bad, there was some ugly, but guess what? We found a way to persevere. Great job. Hey, won the turnover battle, right? Points, won the points, and what's the most important thing? We won the damn game. Right? Won the damn game. Great job, great job. Great job by everybody there. This guy played his ass off now. He battled his ass off. He's been working his butt off. I want him to break us down today. Sam Eldred, come on.
Fearless leader!
Had some fun with y'all. I mean, it was great out there. Good job, boys. Colts on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Thanks for joining us for the first of an all-new season of Colts 360, and of course, a new season of Colts football. You can catch Behind the Colts on all of the Colts platforms, and be sure to stay up to date on all the latest Colts news on the Colts app and, of course, those Colts digital and social platforms. We'll be right back here next week for an all-new episode of Colts 360. But in the meantime, we bring you the very best of the personalities that shined at training camp. Here is the best of our Colts players mic'd up. See you next week.
Don't nobody want to stand by me because I'm mic'd up.
Let's keep it PG-13 for him.
Keep that same energy.
Bang, bang, bang.
You're moving your head, but your shoulder's still there. Whip that shoulder around.
Man, we should have got you a mask, bro. Put you in there, Richard Hamilton. You know what I'm saying?
Hit me with that LBJ mask.
Yeah. Boom. Hey, let's go.
Oh my God, that is Cheesesteaks. Can we get the music up? Get the music up.
That's the route, 11. That's the route.
The rookie and the legend mic'd up today.
He's feeling it, huh?
I love it.
Feeling it. Let's go.
Just like we do in the backyard. Father, son, catch. Throw to my son. My bad, wrong huddle. My bad, I'm sorry.
Good work today. Take care of your bodies. Got tomorrow off. Let's go back, come out here hot Tuesday. Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. You know what day it is, right? I was trying to, that's why I had to pause and say.